Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Houston Sports back in the video today, and today I'm going to be doing my Super Bowl 58 predictions. The Super Bowl is Sunday, and I'm here to make predictions for the Kansas City Chiefs and the San Francisco 49ers for the Super Bowl again. Last time we saw them play 4 years ago, a couple months later, saw a pandemic happen throughout our nation. Can I predict for that to happen again? No, I'm just kidding. I've been seeing a lot of people saying, crazy stuff like that throughout the last, couple weeks since we've known this was going to be the Super Bowl game. I've seen people say that there was going to be another pandemic now that the Chiefs and 49ers are playing in the Super Bowl again. And I've also seen people say that this was going to fix everything that's happened in the last 4 years now that these two teams are playing again in the Super Bowl. People are crazy, though. Let's get into this game, though. Enough nonsense. You have, of course, Taylor Swift and the Kansas City Chiefs. No, I'm just kidding. You have Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs and Travis Kelce going up against the San Francisco 49ers and a fraud. I'm just kidding. The San Francisco 49ers and Brock Purdy and their stacked roster of, you got CMC, you got Debo, you got Kittle, you got Nick Bosa, Trent Williams. Their stacked team going up against the Chiefs. These two teams are a lot different. They're a lot different since the last time they played in the Super Bowl. Last time these two teams played in the Super Bowl, 49ers didn't have a talented quarterback like they do in Brock Purdy. They didn't have CMC. They only had a first-year Debo Samuel. Debo Samuel was not as dangerous as he is now. Didn't have Trent Williams. I'm pretty sure Brandon Ayuk wasn't with the 49ers yet when they played each other in the Super Bowl, but I might be wrong. The Chiefs are a lot different since then. I mean, Tyreek Hill is gone. He was a big part in that Super Bowl against the 49ers. But I think this is going to be a good game, and I think this is going to be a better game. I think this is going to be a closer game than what we saw last time when these two teams played each other. I believe the final score was 31-20. I believe it will be a better offensive game, that game was a good offensive game. I believe this game will be a better offensive game than we saw when these two teams played in, what was that, Super Bowl 53 or Super Bowl 54, I think. I think we'll see a better offensive game. I think we'll see a higher score, or not. I don't know about a higher scoring game, but I think we'll see a closer game for sure. Whoever wins this game, and I'll get into my prediction in just a bit, but whoever wins this game, I think it's going to be a really close game down to the last couple possessions. Not, the way the Chiefs won, winning by 11 points last time. Although it was close in the fourth quarter, the Chiefs took it away from the 49ers. Injuries or not, there's not a lot of injuries in this game. I think it's Thuney, the offensive guard for the Chiefs, he's out. That was expected, and the Chiefs have tried to see if he'll be able to go all week, and I believe it was today or if not today, yesterday, where he was finally ruled out. For the 49ers, everybody's basically good to go for them except one player. It's a defensive tackle, I think Kalia Davis. Everybody else is good to go. Kittle had some injuries throughout the week. He's good to go. Other players on the roster that are good to go for the Super Bowl. But, no big players, even if they're not 100% healthy, are going to miss the Super Bowl, of course. The next notable, injury for the Chiefs would be Charles Omenihu, but there's no doubt that he would, there was no question that he was going to miss this game because he tore his ACL in that last game against the Baltimore Ravens. So there's not, you have the Joe Thuney or how do you say his name, the offensive guard for the Chiefs injury, and then you have on the other end for the 49ers, Kalia Davis. But outside of those two guys, there are no guys that are questionable or game time decisions. So the rest of the injury report are just a bunch of guys who have been on IR for a long time and they're gonna stay there. But getting into my predictions for this game. Oh, by the way, game's at 5:30. Super Bowl halftime show is Usher. If you didn't know, I'm excited to see what we see from Usher, and also kind of see. I know we're gonna see some guests brought on. I'm excited to see who those guests are. I've heard Ludacris, so I love Ludacris, so that wouldn't be bad at all. but we'll see how the halftime show is. But let's talk some football, though. Like I said, I think this is going to be a great game, and it's really hard for me to predict a winner, but I want to go over player performance, and then I'm going to predict the winner. I think in this game, I think for the Chiefs, Mahomes and Kelsey, they're going to have to be dominant with each other. I think Kelsey's going to have a great game. I think the Chiefs have to stay consistent on the run as well, and they have to rely on their defense like they did against Baltimore. Against Baltimore, their defense did a great job against Lamar Jackson, the MVP, in that Ravens offense. Their defense got stop after stop, fumbling Zay Flowers before he got in the end zone. Lamar Jackson threw an interception when they were in territory. So that defense got stops for them, and without that Kansas City Chiefs defense, I think this is probably a Super Bowl of the Baltimore Ravens and the San Francisco 49ers. That Chiefs offense was good. Mahomes played good, but I think they have to be better against this 49ers defense, because I think, in my opinion, I don't think the 49ers are going to make some of the mistakes that we saw the Ravens make on offense a couple weeks ago. I really don't. I can see the Chiefs, making a couple big plays on the defensive end against this 49ers offense. I'm not doubting that, because I know that Chiefs defense can do that. But I think this 49ers offense is a lot unlikely to make some of the mistakes that we saw the 49ers offense make in that AFC Championship game. So I think the Chiefs offense has to be better than they were in the AFC Championship game. And especially, it sounds crazy to say, when Mahomes did a great job in that game. Not only did Mahomes do a great job, but Kelsey did, and Pacheco did, and all their, even Marquez Valdes-Scantling, who's been terrible throughout the season, made a big diving catch to seal that game for them. Their offense was good. Mahomes was good, but I think the Chiefs, playing a offense that is, can score easy. We saw how fast and how quick they changed the tempo of that game against the Detroit Lions, how quick they scored 17 points. The Ravens, that's the amount of the Ravens in the Ravens game, the Chiefs scored 17 points in the whole game, and the 49ers scored 17 points like that. And I really think that, the Chiefs offense will have to be better, but I think this is going to be a high-scoring game, and I really think either team can really take this one. But I think wouldn't it be crazy for the guy who was picked last in the draft a couple seasons ago, not last year's draft, but the year before that, in the 2022 NFL draft. In the 2022 draft, was the last pick in the NFL draft, was Mr. Irrelevant. And not only was he the last pick in the draft, but also was QB3 going into training camp, was behind Jimmy Garoppolo, and was also behind Trey Lance. And he goes into camp, and what we've heard from Kyle Shanahan is they knew they liked him right away. I don't know if I believe that, but they knew that they liked him right away. And honestly, for him to win a Super Bowl, we've only seen one Mr. Irrelevant win a Super Bowl in history, and that was a kicker. I mean, a kicker does a good job, but it's not even near to that quarterback position. So to potentially see a Mr. Irrelevant win a Super Bowl, which we've only seen it happen once, and it was a kicker, but for a quarterback, would be insane. And honestly, that's what I see happening. As good as we've seen the Chiefs defense maintain good offenses throughout the season, we've seen them do a good job against the Dolphins twice. They did a great job against the Ravens last week. They've done their defense has done a great job all season. I think this will be a game where they're just not going to be able to keep up with the 49ers offense. I think they're really fast. You got Debo, you got McCaffrey, you have Ayuk. But still, I think this Chiefs team will stay in the game, and I think it's going to go right down the wire, and I have this being a great game. I have the Chiefs losing. I have the 49ers winning the Super Bowl. Final score 34-24. to 28. But I think this will be a great game. Like I said, I'm excited to see who comes out on top, and whoever wins this game, it's still going to be it's still going to be great to see. I mean, honestly, I would love the 49ers to win, but Mahomes, if the Chiefs win, it's Mahomes' third Super Bowl ring. I think if he wins this game, I think you have to start putting him up with Joe Montana and Tom Brady. I think he's at that level if he wins this game. And for Brock Purdy, if he wins the Super Bowl, give him the credit, because I think he's already a really talented quarterback right now. I think he's underrated, but if he can win a Super Bowl, I think that'd be great. Honestly, I'm pulling for the 49ers, but I wouldn't mind either team winning, to be honest. It's not I don't have a dog in the fight, but still I would prefer the 49ers, but I think it'd be great if either team won. But let me know your thoughts on the game in the comment section. Give me your predictions, and peace out.